What do frogs, inner-city parks, and Haitian orphanages have in common? For our next unsung hero, they're all a part of the renewal of life. Meet the Reactivator, the unsung hero who's perfecting the science of giving. Shannon Tessier, a PhD in biochemistry and research fellow at Harvard, is fascinated with what some might call the undead. She studies how the dead come back to life. But this is no Dr. Frankenstein. Shannon's motives are purely humanitarian.
In the lab here, we study the capacity for a whole bunch of different types of animals to lower their metabolism, cool their body temperature down, and basically shut off all of their cellular activity and then come back to life. So we actually have frogs here that freeze completely solid in the winter, and when the winter is over, they completely rethaw and come back to life. Suspended animation is kind of the hot word that they're using for it right now, and then this kind of reactivation back to this active lifestyle. And we're interested in that because it has a lot of medical applications, one of those being something like organ preservation. For our heart right now, the maximum is 6 hours. Imagine if we could hold that heart alive for months.
Shannon's interest in reactivation and the renewal of life isn't limited to the laboratory. Nearly a decade ago, Shannon founded a charitable foundation called Chance, a completely volunteer organization dedicated to helping children in Canada and around the world. One of the latest projects is the restoration of Ottawa's inner city, Bingham Park.
I can remember as a kid swimming in the same wading pool that's there now, and my great cousin back in the 1940s actually inaugurated that wading pool. So lots of history, definitely.
But recent history has been dark. In the late 80s, the park went into deep decline. The community verged on the brink, slowly dying.
Unfortunately, it had a nickname. It was called Needle Park, so not a very good nickname at all.
We saw problems like prostitution, homelessness, and discarded drug needles.
I'm from Chance Foundation. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
A few years ago, the Chance Foundation came along, and it was great because this was an organization that was looking to give back to the community here in Ottawa.
So I'm just going door to door telling all the families about a big celebration that we're having at Bingham Park. Our main goal was to rejuvenate that park, bring some new life to it.
We think it's great, because nobody else is really helping. The kids, they go there every day, and they love it there.
It took 4 years, but working with the City Council and local community groups, Chance raised the funds, planned the restoration, and oversaw the reconstruction, bringing the park back to life.
We made sure with everything that we did that families coming would feel safe, enjoying the park.
There's really this sense that somehow the community is coming back.
One of the main things we wanted to do was have a new structure for the older kids, so that's what this fabulous thing is behind here, the rope structure that I know many of you have already been enjoying. We also added all the benches and redid the nice flower bed.
What Chance Foundation did, besides coming in here and helping renew a lot of the park infrastructure, was to get people interested in the park again.
But Chance's work reaches beyond the Canadian border. Thousands of miles away, Haiti is still struggling to recover and rebuild after the catastrophic earthquake in 2010. Over 3 million people were impacted. Death tolls reached the hundreds of thousands. Many countries provided humanitarian aid and dispatched rescue and medical teams. Among them, volunteer RCMP officers and Canadian UN peacekeepers, who witnessed the plight of the children, orphaned and left homeless by the quake. They reached out to Chance to help.
We're doing some work in Haiti. We really wanted to focus on an orphanage. We had an opportunity to really change the lives of 50 kids who were living in just deplorable conditions. I'm just thankful they're not living here now. I honestly can't imagine walking in here and seeing the kids running around the state that this is in right now.
It seems hard to believe, but a little over a year ago, this derelict ruin was the home for over 50 children. No running water, little education, not enough to eat.
What we did was we joined forces with our CMP UN officers, and we actually moved them to a different site. So a brand new building was built.
A crucial partner in the project was Shannon's father, a former UN peacekeeper who was stationed in the town during the years after the quake.
And those are the streets that was patrolled.
These streets here?
Yeah, you saw...
Now retired, he volunteered his own time and money to fly to Haiti to oversee the construction of the new orphanage. Using his local connections, he helped source the workers, equipment, and supervise the build. Every penny of the nearly $50,000 raised went into creating a new home for the children.
I love me some music.
After 4 years of hard work, Shannon is able to see firsthand the difference she's made.
Let's go take a tour. Wow. This is what it's all about right here. Yeah, that's really cute. I love that. The littlest boys. So one of the rooms for the youngest boys. This is much better than the rooms that we saw at the other place. They actually have some really nice mattresses that are pretty thick and nice and comfortable. One of the things I really wanted to focus on was, you know, a nice washroom, place to shower with running water, and we have installed some water cisterns on the roof, installed all the plumbing so it feeds right from the water cistern. They can get some running water. Do you like your new washroom? T'aimes-tu la salle de bain? Oui? So there's no worries about these kids being on the street. They can come home, they go to school, they come home, they get fed very well. You can see they look very healthy. And they have their own space to call home. So I think they're pretty happy. Est-ce que vous aimez regarder le football? Oui? Oui? Television is another one of those things that we tend to take for granted.
Now they sure can do all of this with the solar panel and what Chance help us to install.
The building, the planning, the raising money, all that stuff leads up to the moments like this when I get to come and see the results, meet all the kids who get to enjoy it and gain benefit from it. That is the reason for all of this. It's a new beginning for them, a new life. This is what drives me to keep going for these projects. So kids, bye everybody. Au revoir. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We all have our own goal in life, but her is to help. That's basically who she is. There's not enough hours in the day for her, I guess, but she finds a way somehow to do it. And I'm very proud of her.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Makes all the hard work worth everything, and now I'm gonna have to go home and raise some more money, I guess. Keep going. It's a reactivation. Taking something that needs new life, a new way forward, ensuring kids can grow up to be happy, healthy, productive, and you never know, maybe be the next Einstein or the next scientist that discovers a cure for cancer, you know, so who knows where it could lead.